The undefeated Daniel Iceman Blancas battling Raul Money Salomon, who is 16-3-1 with 14 knockouts. He's never been stopped. This is just the second Las Vegas appearance for Salomon, and the first didn't go his way, but since that setback, he's unbeaten in 5 with 4 knockouts, building real momentum, and he's staying busy. This is his second fight in just over 2 months. And for Blancas, it's his 6th Las Vegas appearance. He's 5-0 with 3 knockouts, and he's competing in his first scheduled 10-round fight. So, the fighters are in the ring, and so is our ring announcer, Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to T-Mobile Arena as Premier Boxing Champions brings you First on Prime. Once again, this is brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions and Samson Boxing in association with TGB Promotions. Sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Law, VMC Cocktails, Linear Protein Bar, and Mortal Kombat 2, only in theaters May 8th. Our 3 judges ringside for this one are Kermit Bayless, Eric Cheek, and Max DeLuca. The referee in charge of the action is Mark Nelson. And now Premier Boxing Champions presents our featured bout for First on Prime. It is 10 rounds in the super middleweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, he's wearing the gray and black trunks. He weighed in at 167.4 pounds. With the record standing 16 victories, 14 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. Representing Long Beach, California, here is Raul Salomon. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the blue corner. He is wearing the colors of the Mexican flag. He weighs in at 166.8 pounds. His record stands a perfect 1, 14 victories, 7 by knockout, no defeats. Proudly representing Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the hard-hitting Daniel, the Iceman Blancas.
All right, seconds. Gentlemen, you had your instructions earlier. You know what I expect. Listen, punches from here up are considered good. Punches from here up are good. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch them up. Good luck.
The 27-year-old Salomon, a solid baseball player, starting catcher in his high school baseball team, hopes to hit his opponent as hard as fellow catcher Cal Raleigh hits a baseball. Meanwhile, Blancas, he's got 7 KOs in his 14 wins, looking to keep it perfect as we begin round number 1. And Blancas, known as the Iceman, my fellow Canadian Drake is dropping the album Iceman on May 15.
Okay.
I wonder if that means Kendrick Lamar drops Fireman on May 16.
Well, I'll tell you what Daniel Blancas drops. It's his left hooks in his last two fights. His last 2 fights, he's knocked that opponent out cold and early with that left hook. But Salomon said he fell in love with boxing the first time he got punched in the face, so he could take a pretty good shot.
Yeah, he didn't grow up in boxing. He found it walking into a gym in Long Beach, California. Never looked back. He rose fast. 2-time California Golden Gloves champion, a 3-time regional winner. He chased an Olympic dream that was cut short by injury, but that setback did not end the journey. It just redirected it, and here he is, Cinco de Mayo weekend, on a big stage, looking to hand Blancas his first loss.
Yeah, it really fits this card, Moro, talking about Salomon, because his style, the fighting style, it's going forward, aggressive. He's the type of guy that will break you down little by little. Right now, this is the first round. Blancas doing good with the jab, but believe me, Salomon will find a way to get in.
Yeah, and right there, that's the one thing that Salomon has. It's great timing. He's landed that left hook a couple times in there, right over that top. And we'll see, Blancas has been timed coming in and dropped early in the past, so we'll see if Salomon can kind of time him up as Daniel's coming in there.
Scouting report on Blancas is that he's calm, he's composed, ready for action. He's promising a Cinco de Mayo weekend war built on his jab, his feints, footwork, and the left hook that we've talked about that he plans to sit down on, and stepping up as well in his first 10-round test.
And he's also showing right now that he can kind of use his feet a little bit as he continues to kind of jab and then keeps moving to the side, because that is what Salomon's very stationary. He sits in that pocket. He's waiting for a counter.
Yeah, one thing that Salomon's not doing, he's just following. He's not cutting off the ring. So that leaves for Blancas to get off easy. Use the ring. There you go, cutting off the ring as well. But, you know, again, Salomon being too patient, too slow in this first round.
Tactical start for both fighters. Only single digit connects in the first 2+ minutes, 45 seconds left in the first frame, scheduled for 10 at a contract weight of 169 pounds. Salomon has actually sparred with Armando Resendiz and Jaime Munguia. In fact, he sparred with Resendiz in preparation for their fights tonight. Resendiz defending his 168-pound title for the first time against former 154-pound titleist Jaime Munguia in a much-anticipated co-main event coming up later tonight on pay-per-view.
Yeah, Salomon has sparred with pretty much everybody, including David Benavidez.
Right cross there by Salomon.
Hands free, guys.
Yes, he's had some great sparring.
Stop! Don't punch. Don't punch.
And now he's going against a Jose Benavidez trained fighter and Daniel Blancas. So a little interesting storyline there.
We will hear from Jose Benavidez Sr. in Blancas' corner.
I like this round. Good distance. High guard, I like that. But move a little bit more too. Jab upstairs, downstairs, and then hook with that jab. Change that jab, hook it. Upstairs, downstairs, and if he follows you, catch him with the right hand coming in. Okay? Because listen, he's good there. He's right in front of you. He moves, 1-2. He's trying to look for the body. Look what he's doing. 1-2 body. That's what he's trying to do. And stay off the ropes, please. You got good legs, okay? Just be aware of headbutts. Touch, touch, and then right hand. Touch, touch, and straight right hand. Just don't get confident, okay?
Jose Benavidez Sr., a busy man tonight. Of course, he'll be in his son's corner in the main event when David Benavidez challenges Gilberto Ramirez for his 2 cruiserweight titles. Benavidez, a current light heavyweight champion, his belt will not be at stake as we begin round 2, scheduled for 10. And Blancas and Salomon. Blancas now being backed up by Salomon. Salomon being the fighter marching forward, but nice combination put together there by Blancas.
Yep, and that's why Jaime Munguia brought Salomon in to kind of replicate that Canelo style. Obviously, he's not quite Canelo, but he does bring that style to you, and that's why Jose Benavidez Sr. wants Blancas to keep touch and catch him coming in, turn out.
This tempo fight, you know, favorites Blancas without no doubt.
Beautiful.
Once Salomon starts pressuring and throwing a lot more, it's going to make it difficult for Blancas. But as far as now, he's taking full control of this fight.
Blancas really trying to beat David Benavidez with those combinations and has put together some crisp combos, but now backs up again as Salomon comes forward, inching. Nice countered left hook there by Blancas upstairs.
Oh, nice.
Sitting down in that right hand.
Yep, and those combinations.
Nice jabs to the body and upstairs. So good punch placement, good punch variety.
Yep, and those combinations, sorry, Abner,
Yeah,
but those are harder to time, right? That guy that's looking to counter.
Yeah, definitely harder to time. He's changing the tempo on those fights, the speed on those punches, speaking of Blancas. But it's exactly what the corner told him. Jab upstairs, and then the right hand. So he's doing good. And again, he's staying at a good range. Not there, not
had
there.
success as well upstairs with a couple of left hooks. A very competitive second round with a minute and a half left. And a right hand by Salomon. Great combination upstairs, but Blancas responds with a right hand.
Yeah, we'll see. That right there is why Jose Benavidez Sr. brought in Salomon to that Benavidez Campos for Benavidez Lemieux, because he knows what Salomon can do, and he said it's going to be a hell of a fight when I talk to him.
Minute left in the second. Right uppercut there by Blancas. Starting to work behind the jab now. Looking to blind Salomon. Salomon fires off a jab of his own, continues to march forward.
Yeah, but it's that pressure right now that Salomon is giving Blancas. He's right in front of him. Yeah, not a lot of punches thrown, but when he throws, he lands really good and really hard. So Blancas definitely on the defense right now and worried that he doesn't catch a heavy shot.
Salomon has to be careful when he squares up like that. That's when Blancas lights him up with combinations.
But you see what Salomon's looking for. Daniel will throw that jab and then kind of will leave that left hand down.
By Blancas.
Salomon's looking for that quick counter right hand.
He's trying to punch with him. I like that. There it is.
And Salomon doesn't waste much in there. He's 1-2 at a time. So that's where the combinations, you got to outwork him.
Salomon threw more punches around too, but Blancas landed more through these 3-minute stanza. We will hear from Edgar Jasso in the corner of Raul Salomon.
Listen, I know we're gonna start from little to more. You understand? Start closing up the gap. You're looking to counter with 2-3 punches. You're only giving me one. You understand? Give me a little bit more movement. Give me a double jab. You're only throwing one jab. That's why he's countering you. You understand, Nico?
It's very important to watch that left hook, right? I'm always going to remind with the left hook. Be patient, but don't be too patient, all right? Just start working the body. Continue working the body, okay? Give me some feints, all right? All right? Oh.
And here's a well-timed left hook from Blancas. Uppercut, body shot body shot right there with the left hook. And then stepping out, not staying in the pocket. That's exactly what you want to do if you're Blancas. Do not stay in there. There it is. Perfect example when you stay in there. Salomon will catch you because he's throwing with you. He's waiting for you to extend that jab.
And right there was why he was brought in for that Canelo, because he did that little bit of a feinted left hand.
Both fighters have hit the deck like blackjack dealers here in Las Vegas. Salomon's been down twice in his career. Blancas has been down once. As we begin round number 3, Blancas along the ropes. Tries to move out to his left. Has to be careful. He'll go into the power alley of the right hand of Salomon.
Yeah, Salomon is kind of closing in, and he snuck in a few little quick left hooks as well, and that is what Rico Santana was able to drop Blancas with. And right there, once again, that jab coming through. There's that quick right hand out of Blancas on the inside, but we'll see. He's got to get those hands up. Does Blancas, because once again, Salomon's got great timing, and he's just looking for that one quick counter, even though his coach told him you got to start looking for a little bit more, need 2-3 at a time.
Yeah, I want to see a little bit more investment to the body of your Salomon. If you want to take that type of tempo, that type of a slow pace, and take these rounds little by little, well, break them down. Slow down the fight for Blancas, but I'm seeing a lot of head hunting from Salomon. He does have power though.
There's a loaded left hook that was blocked by Salomon as Blancas firing off the left hook, but still backing up. And now initiates the double right hand, able to angle out, goes to the body with the left hook. Another body shot by Blancas. And right left uppercut. Blancas now beginning to find his timing and his rhythm.
And he's exiting, right, Abner? He's kind of doing his work and being aware of those counters.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what you have to do against an aggressive fighter, a fighter that's standing right in front of you.
Blancas
Combinations and then side steps.
Landing over 50% of his power shots. So off to a great start and beginning to use the jab efficiently as well. Under a minute remaining here in round number 3 at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The prelims for a loaded Cinco de Mayo weekend pay-per-view card. Like the Loonies, we've got 5 on it. That's right. Cinco de Mayo means 5 peleas after Martes.
There was 5 Cinco jabs from Blancas. Back to back.
And he's showing a new weapon. He's showing a bit of an uppercut. That's something that he hasn't really shown in the past. But once again, he's developing as a pro with that Benavidez team.
Under a half minute remaining now in the third. Blancas continues to back up to the ropes, maybe trying to set a trap. Goes to the body and upstairs with a good jab. Salomon almost jumping up to punch, not sitting down on his shot.
Yeah, well, he's got to work his way in. There is that height difference, but Blancas also does kind of crouch down a little bit. Big right hand.
2 by Blancas. And there, another shot caught Salomon in the face.
Poker face for sure.
Yeah. This is the town you wanted. A big poker face. Round number 4 as Blancas and Salomon come out. Blancas again, though, backed up immediately by Salomon, has Blancas on the ropes, but not taking advantage of it. And it's Salomon Blancas' jab that is becoming a very important weapon.
Yeah, beautiful jab upstairs, downstairs, and he's hooking that jab. He's, again, changing the speed on that. Really good damage right there from the long distance, Blancas.
Left hook, Blancas ripping the left hook as he slipped. The Salomon punch sat down on that right hand as well.
And that's when Blancas' left hook is at the best, when he's able to kind of preload it. In the past, when he was a younger fighter, he would load it up at range, but on the inside, where he's able to slip and then explode, that's how he gets those big knockout shots with that left hook of his.
And again, no second gear from Salomon. Like Mauro mentioned, he did it right. He was right there, but he doesn't let his punches go.
And Blancas, during the COVID pandemic, went to nursing school, earning his CNA certification, honoring his parents' wish for a backup plan, because let's face it, in this sport, nothing is guaranteed. Nice right hand from Blancas. Left hook upstairs by Salomon. Good feint by Blancas, wanting to get Salomon to bite.
Yep, and those feints are one of the keys that Blancas said he was looking for in this fight, because that is another way to throw off that timing. And that, once again, is what Salomon is best at, is timing.
Blancas beginning to find his rhythm, Abner, even though he's the lateral movement and on a back foot, but he's the one that's landing the shots, especially the jab.
Yeah, beautiful work. Like you said, the speed's there, the timing, and he's even controlling the center of the ring when he wants to, but he knows that he doesn't and shouldn't be there, so he decides to go on the outside, and again, it's beautiful work.
It's a muted output in terms of punches thrown, but Blancas more than doubling Salomon in terms of total connects here in the fourth round, scheduled for 10 with a minute left in this fourth frame.
Yeah, no urgency from Salomon. I mean, this is a big card, big opportunity for him, and I'm not seeing a lot from Salomon.
Good hand speed on display from Blancas.
Yeah, Blancas is showing a lot right now, and he's showing that he can kind of keep those punches short of his, even being a tall, lanky guy.
Coming up on the final 30 seconds of the fourth. Edge Blancas here in the fourth round.
Oh,
has countered left hook upstairs, jab to the body again. Final 15 seconds of round number 4 between the undefeated Daniel Iceman Blancas and Raul Money Salomon. Who's got the money shot in their arsenal tonight?
listen, he's getting desperate already. You're doing everything you want in there. You're playing with him. Listen, in this round, I have no problem if you want to pressure. Let's pressure a little bit, okay? Push him. Let's just push him. I want to see what he has. But close your guard. Get in, get in. But close your guard, okay? Moving, not just in front of him. Move your head. And a beautiful, educated jab from Blancas. Upstairs, downstairs, body shot. There it is, upstairs as a jab. I mean, it's been everything for Blancas with that jab, that distance. There it is, just schooling a Salomon in this fight.
As we reach round number 5, Blancas, a third-generation boxer, started at the age of 8 after going to the gym with his father and uncle to watch them train. Had about 100 amateur fights, and now going to work with the jab and the left hooks on Salomon here in round number 5. And you look at the jabs, and actually it's a much closer than I would have thought. It's been a more effective weapon for Blancas than it has for Salomon.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, just as Jose Benavidez, you heard him in that corner. You're doing everything you want in there, but he wants Blancas to be inside now. He wants to see if he can kind of really, take the fight to Salomon, push this come forward fighter back.
Oh, nice left hook to the body by Blancas. Looking to frame the shot there.
I don't think that's quite exactly what Blancas should do. We saw that Salomon landed there.
Nice right hand over the top by Blancas.
Again, but also Salomon landed his left hook. Again, you know, you don't want to give opportunities like that to Salomon. Again, he is a big puncher. He's a guy that will break you down. So don't start boxing, start doing what you were doing and what was working for you as far as Blancas.
14 of his 16 wins have come by knockout for Salomon. He's lost 3 times, but never been stopped.
Yeah, and Blancas has no KOs after round 4, so we'll get to really see that gas tank, both their first 10-round fights, the both of them. And I don't know, I think Jose really wants Blancas to put on a show, let the world know he's here, that there is a new name in the 168-pound division, and that would happen from pressing someone back, getting them out of there.
Of course, but I'm not even mad at this. This is brilliant. This is great work. This is boxing, what we're seeing from Blancas. And again, yeah, I mean, you want to see action as well, stay in the pocket, but I appreciate this as well.
Me too, but he's coming from that Benavidez camp. You know?
Yeah.
Was asked to join the Benavidez camp. Benavidez with Caleb Plant. That fight that Benavidez ended up coming back and winning, of course, showing off his power at 168 pounds. And his last fight against Anthony Yard showed it at 175. Will the power come 25 pounds north with him tonight against Gilberto Ramirez in the main event? We'll find out. But here's Salomon and Blancas at close quarters with 45 seconds left in the 5th.
Yeah, and just like right there, you saw Salomon. He's loading up on those shots, getting desperate. Once again, what kind of Jose said in that corner. So Blancas has just got to be aware of those 1 or 2 shots coming back. But he can be smart, load up on a few of those left hooks, kind of make Salomon miss.
Solomon's hands are low. How low can you go? Now he's got the high guard, but gets hit, takes some steam up. The punch rolled with that right hand.
And you see Salomon took a step back right there, and that's kind of what the plan was from Blancas this round. And there's a big right hand over the top, too.
Body shots by Blancas. Flicking jab by Salomon. We are at the midpoint of the scheduled 10-round fight at a contract weight of 169.
Pero sabes qué, aguanta aquí arriba.
Listen,
Pero si me lo agarras con un uppercut,
when you catch him
y
with
me
the
lo agarras
uppercut,
delgadito, no va a aguantar, güey.
he's not
¿Sí me
gonna
entiendes?
take
Aquí
it.
enfrente
Finish
todo
to the
está
body,
aguantando, va a
uppercut and then
aguantar.
body.
¿Sí me entiendes? Lo que
I'm
tenemos
sure
que
he's not
hacer,
gonna take it.
Quiero que hay que arriesgar un poquito. Bien cerradito,
Let's risk a little bit more, okay? I want to see that risk. But when you get in the inside, uppercut, inside punches, uppercut, and then finish to the body.
Ahí es donde lo vamos a clavar. O toca, vente para la orilla, pum, a la orilla, ¿ok? ¿Ok? Vaselina. No, pero no te me confíes, no te me confíes.
And here it is, Blancas, you know, jab upstairs, downstairs, but really smart from Salomon trying to get the, the hands down, but beautiful counter punch right there from Blancas. Again, being really obedient and really strict with that distance. Beautiful work from Blancas.
Both Blancas and Salomon coming off knockout wins in their previous outings. The undefeated Daniel Iceman Blancas in the Mexican flag colors, Raul Money Salomon in the gray and black trunks, and our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, has Daniel Blancas pitching a shutout through 5 rounds.
Yeah. Going to his catcher in Salomon, as you mentioned at the beginning, former catcher.
That's
but
right. I know you'll appreciate the baseball analogy.
Yeah. And once again, Salomon said he chose boxing because he got punched in the face and he fell in love with it. I was kind of the opposite. Baseball for me.
Yeah, and he's doing a lot of that, catching and obviously taking a lot of shots to the head. Speaking of Salomon.
Yeah, that's right. He's a different kind of catcher tonight. Combination upstairs by Blancas, moving to his right, goes downstairs to the body, and then fires a left hook to the jaw.
And that left hook, you saw when he's able to double up on it, come back over the top, that's when he's able to really generate that steam on it.
Even showed some combinations from the southpaw stance momentarily as he was shifting. But look at Blancas going to work now. Avoids the sweeping left hook for Salomon. Salomon not just trying to walk down Blancas, but Blancas right at the range he needs to be at.
Yeah, right at the range. He's being really, really good, really educated against with that jab. The jab is everything for him in this fight, and it has it. It opens up the door for everything. It opens up the guard and the distance, and I'm just loving what I'm seeing from Blancas right now.
Yeah, that range is everything. He's controlling distance, either kind of stepping on that outside, staying away from the mid-range. Big uppercut.
Blancas will be the first to tell you you don't win on fight night. You win in the work you put in the gym, and when you're a member of the Benavidez camp, you know you're going to be put to work.
Yeah, he said they train like animals in there, and even Salomon said that having experience, so he knew what he was up against tonight.
Here it is, changing the fight now. Blancas pushing him back. He's digging to the body. He's breaking him down.
Making the
I'm loving
adjustment.
it.
Yeah, now on the front foot, gets cuffed with a couple of right hands from Salomon. But it's combinations from Blancas.
And what the corner told him, I want you to take a little bit more risks, and that's what he's doing right now.
But he's taking them smart. When he's smothering kind of those shots, getting his head down low, and being aware of those quick counters coming back.
Yeah, you're right about that. Smart pressure. And moving.
Another left hook to the body. And Blancas really beginning to open up his advantage on Salomon. The first half of this fight belonged to Blancas in the sixth, making even more of a pronounced statement. 26 of 79 compared to 9 of 64 for Salomon. So a sizzling sixth round for Iceman Blancas.
Breathe. Hey, listen. He's done. He's cooked. It's whenever you want, okay? Just more body shot, okay? Uppercuts. But listen, right here, the chin. You see that? Or the body shot. Or the solar plex. But listen, if you hit downstairs, you want to come up with something. Bend your knees a little bit, and I want to see the uppercut. This is exactly what the corner is asking from Blancas. I'm sorry, the uppercut. Bend your knees and uppercut coming. There it is. Oh, it was a 45 right there. But here it comes. There's that one, the uppercut. And that's what the corner's asking for him. They saw it was successful in the last round, and they want more of it.
What adjustments does Salomon need to do to try to get back into the fight, Justin?
Well, number one, he's got to definitely keep those hands up. And he's not a guy that's going to use his feet. He's pretty much going to do the same thing every round, and that's going to be trying to walk you down. But he's going to have to punch kind of where Blancas is moving to. You see Blancas is moving left and right, and Salomon's just kind of following him, waiting for his turn.
And so far, Blancas has landed more body shots than a bachelor party here in Sun City, as he's really going downstairs and making that investment. And again, everything is behind the stick, the jab.
You saw that quick little uppercut right there from Blancas, but what Jose Benavidez wants him to do is bend down, getting those knees, and then come right up through it. Pretty much what he just did right there.
Yeah, that's why we're not seeing a lot of the jab right now from Blancas. He just wants to get in. There it is. Get in close. Shot. High guard.
And the uppercut is effective. Like Jose Benavidez Sr. asked for. More uppercuts. More body shots. And Salomon got his jaw jacked with that uppercut on the inside. And total power punches through 7 rounds. Huge advantage for the undefeated Daniel Blancas.
And here it is. It's exactly what the corner said. Hey, if you want it, and if you want, you can beat this guy and stop him. I'm sorry, Blancas. And yeah, when he decides to let his hands go, he's so relentless. He is, machine. There it is. We're seeing what Benavidez does.
Seeking his 8th stoppage victory, making the investment to the body, pushing Salomon back to the ropes, landing a right hand upstairs on a left hook. Salomon taking these shots. He's been down twice, but he's stood up to every power shot from Blancas thus far.
Yeah, then that's pretty much what Jose wanted in this fight. You're going against a come-forward fighter. Can you be the one that's going to be able to press him backwards? And you see he's kind of pushing him a few times, but he is being the bully in there as Blancas.
Yeah, a lot of these pressure fighters, they don't know how to fight going backwards, and that's what, Blancas already found out about Salomon.
So again, the first half of the fight, all Blancas, and he's really beginning to widen the gap, statistically speaking, and really digging to the body.
Yeah, sometimes after they tell you got to bully that bully.
Yeah.
And Blancas took his time early, but as you see right there, he's the one that's able to kind of use his strength now.
Just teeing off on Salomon. Salomon's high guard deflecting a lot of those shots, but still enough for getting through.
But I like the mentality about the corner. You know, that's Benavidez' father telling him, hey, you know, he could box and he could have done all of this, you know, and have won the fight easily, but he wants more action. He know he can stop him and hurt him, and that's what Blancas is doing.
Blancas, hand speed, combinations, the jab, footwork, the range.
Yeah.
And Salomon marching forward, but unable to do anything of consequence against Blancas. Blancas threw 94 punches in round 7.
Wow. You good? Huh? That's what I want to fucking hear from you. Let's go. Understand? You need to do that fucking dog. Okay? Let's go then. You understand? You cannot be taking so many fucking punches in there. You understand? Raul, look, he's looking for the fucking counter because you're only throwing one punch. You're not listening. You're in the inside looking for the overhand right. You step over, fucking touch the fucking body.
And did we tell you? Yes, Blancas found his rhythm. Very did he did. There it is, the body shots, pushing him, feeling just comfortable, throwing punches and punches. Definitely Benavidez' school right now is what we're seeing in Blancas. These beautiful combinations. Just brilliant work from Blancas this last round. Throughout the whole fight, really.
Yeah, David Benavidez, one of the
Protect yourself.
biggest offensive threats in all of boxing, known for that high volume pressure. And in the 168-pound division, the average is 51 punches thrown around. Blancas tonight is averaging 66, 90 over the previous 2 rounds.
Well, there you go. Remember, what did he say is the biggest thing that he learned from David? The work ethic. The fight is won in the gym. And you're seeing that right now. First 10-round fight, and he's using more volume than I've really ever seen him use in the past. That is Blancas, and he's in flow state right now, pretty much even switching southpaw at points.
And that's Blancas in relax mode right there, because it is more tiring boxing and being on the back foot, believe it or not. So right now, Blancas being in there, you know, and trading punches, I think it's good for him because he's taking a breather as well.
Yeah, and he's being really smart, controlling that distance, doing great work coming in, and then trying to find his way out. And he knows pretty much, as Solomon's corner said, only one punch you're throwing, one at a time is easier at a time.
Oh, there's Salomon with a quick jab and then gets into a wrestling match with Blancas. Under 2 minutes left here in the 8th. Both of them looking to go 10 rounds for the first time.
And it's really now or never for Salomon. The corner trying to wake him up, trying to hype him up. Hey, listen, do you want this? Come on. We got to see more from you. And we are getting a little bit of glance of what Salomon can do if he's aggressive and he lets his hands go. But again, this is the 8th round. You got to pick it up. You got to look for a haymaker now, really, and hurt Blancas.
Yeah, and he's been trying to do that, but he even had Blancas against the ropes. Blancas pretty tight in there. Didn't quite land too much, Salomon.
Step back.
Huge
up against it right
edge
now.
and power punches landed for Blancas. Salomon's father, Raul Sr., was a professional soccer player, and it's Salomon now looking for the goal! Under a minute left in the 8th. Always wanted to do that.
Golazo right there.
It sounded like it. It sounded good, buddy. Ready for the World Cup. I like that.
Body shot from Blancas again continues to just sap away the strength of Salomon.
Now we'll see if that uppercut really starts to play in here as Salomon is out of gas and he's kind of leaning on Blancas, especially with that head.
Oh, it's a right hand that's found a home for Blancas.
Everything's found a home pretty much for Blancas at the moment.
But I like how he changes it. Okay, yeah, he lands the right hand, but he doesn't, you know, just doesn't stay there. He looks for the punches to
We have
land as well.
seen a surge in his offensive output as we are now at the end of round 8, and for the first time in their respective careers, both Blancas and Salomon will see round 9.
Good, 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 good. Listen, but the only thing is don't stay too long, okay? And if you do, move your head. Breathe, breathe.
De uno por uno, como ya
One by one.
Güey, te quedan 2 rounds, güey.
Listen, you got 2 more rounds.
Adentro para no gastar tantas piernas, pero bien cerradito.
Okay, yeah, stay in the inside so you won't waste a lot of energy, a lot of legs.
Buenísimo, okay? Bueno. Respira, agarra.
Breathe in, breathe in.
Hasta adentro, uno más, dame uno más.
Give me another hard breathe.
Bien
Deep breathe.
cerradito. Deja que tire un poquito él, no te
Let him throw a little bit. Let him open up.
Hay que tamearlo bien, güey. ¿Sí me entiendes? Pegarle ahí arriba, luego
But time him, okay?
Meanwhile, in Raul Salomon's corner, some great insight. We need the last 2 rounds, and we need them big.
They're going to need them huge. But you heard kind of what Jose was telling Blancas. He wants him to give Salomon a little bit of confidence, have him open up, and then come land that huge left hook that Blancas is known for.
Yeah, and then time when he said, yeah, give him that confidence, let him throw a little bit, like you mentioned, and yeah, go throw in between, and the inside punches are definitely working for Blancas. But again, a great point was that, you know, him using the ring and running around, well, he said, stay in the inside because I don't want you to get tired. These are the last 2 rounds.
Uncharted territory for both fighters. Their first 9th round, and Blancas continues to work behind the jab, lands a beautiful right cross, and there's a lead right hand. Double rights to Salomon, and Salomon can take a shot, man.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like uncharted territory for Salomon, but I'll tell you, Blancas looks like he belongs here. And that's kind of what Salomon was saying. This is the most dedicated he's ever been for a camp, but he's run into, you know, a guy in Daniel Blancas who is ready for everything he's going to bring tonight.
Of course, a 168-pound championship will be on the line in our co-main event later tonight on pay-per-view. Armando Resendiz in his maiden voyage as champion, defending against Jaime Munguia, looks to become a 2-division champion.
We'll get to find out a lot about those guys in that fight, especially, I mean, Toro Resendiz. We'll see if he can ride that wave of momentum that he's
coming off the upset of the year. Meanwhile, Munguia avenged the loss in the 24 upset of the year, too. Bruno
Sarras, and made that change to Eddie Reynoso and kept his hands up in that fight. But we'll see, once again, both those guys hopefully going to be fighting with a lot to prove.
Meanwhile, Salomon unable to do much against Blancas, standing in front of him, is able to absorb the punishment and not go down, but that's really the best you can say about him right now, Abner.
Yeah, he's been punching back this whole fight. I mean, let's be real. The guy's right in front of him. Yeah, good job. The pressuring, but what kind of pressure? A guy that's just standing in front of you. Not a lot of punches from Salomon, but really, really fantastic job from Blancas throughout this whole fight.
They have thrown nearly 1,200 combined punches, and we are 30 seconds away from completing the 9th round. There's a huge edge, though, statistically speaking, for the undefeated Daniel Blancas.
Yeah, but you need a guy like Salomon for Blancas, because Blancas ended his last 2 fights early. You got to kind of find out that not everyone's going to fall when you hit them with your best shot. So getting these rounds in, and once again seeing that gas tank doing all these things.
And Salomon came in with over 20 rounds of pro experience edge, if you would call it that. Did have a little more in-ring experience than Blancas, but proving to be a difficult experience tonight for Salomon.
I gotta have to tell you, bro. It seems like you don't want to fucking win in there.
I do, bro.
No, you don't, because you're fucking cruising in there. You're just cruising. We told you we need these fucking rounds. You're letting this motherfucker box.
Last round, touch gloves. You good, Raul?
You gotta throw more punches and hit the body, Raul. You have not hit the body.
We've been telling you the whole fight, you gotta work the fucking body, and you keep headhunting. And you're looking for one fucking punch.
Thank you.
We need the fucking knockout to win.
This is it, bro. We gotta knock him out. That's it.
And then it's not gonna be by you trying to load up on one. You gotta set it up. You understand?
All right, this is it, bro. Let your hands go, okay? Find the body. Be on him. Stay on him.
You're much better than this fucking guy, bro.
The boxing ring is the theater of truth. And sometimes that truth hurts, and Edgar Jasso speaking truth to Raul Salomon. It's come down to this, the final 3 minutes of this fight between the undefeated Daniel Blancas in the Mexican flag colored trunks and Raul Salomon in the gray and black trunks.
You know, it'll be interesting to see how Blancas kind of treats this, if he's going to stand in there with him while Solomon's going for that knockout, and maybe that will be the opportunity for Blancas to land that huge counter.
But I think it's going to come down to that. I mean, the pressure right now from Salomon, urgency, obviously, the corner telling him. I mean, he knows that he's got to look for the knockout. So, yeah, like you said, it's going to create an opening for Blancas to land a big shot.
Meanwhile, Blancas using that jab as a beautiful paintbrush, and it's very effective. Upstairs, downstairs, body shots from Blancas.
Step back, guys. Punch out of there. Stop!
But no, not quite from Salomon. Not throwing a lot of punches again.
Yeah, well, he kind of finds out right when he gets out there that he's landing a few. He finally threw a combination right there and snuck it through with that left hand, but the more he throws, the more he is open for a Blancas left hook counter. You see right there, that's where Salomon, he just does not have the feet to kind of follow Blancas. Blancas is moving left and right, and Solomon's kind of stuck in the mud.
Stop.
Yeah, but at this point, it's not even about, I mean, I like that, but it's not even about the feet. It's about the, throwing your hands, letting the hands go, and we didn't see that in any given round from Salomon.
Yes, but even right there, he's letting the hands go and missing.
Yeah, it's only one shot, 2 shots at a time, and yeah, it will tire more. Oh, beautiful.
Uppercut on the inside by Blancas, goes downstairs with the right hand. Hand speed on display, double jab, splits Solomon's guard. There's a right hand, lands for Salomon. Are you content with Blancas to continue doing what he's doing, or would you like him to try to make a statement in this final minute?
I would like him to kind of look for that uppercut right now when Solomon's coming in. And it's there, as you see. Solomon's looking for that home run, looking for that 10-round home run. But Abner, would you kind of continue? Blancas is just doing what he's doing. He's doing great.
I like what he's doing right now. Listen, you can, get yourself open for a big shot. You close the fight, close the round, and he fought beautifully in this fight. So no need for that.
And even right there, he was able to bully his way off the ropes when he got trapped in there. And just kind of using that strength against a guy who is a heavy, sturdy fighter in Salomon.
Stop! Don't fucking break. Come on. It's the last round. Don't push this guy.
You see, that's a little bit of frustration down there.
So for the first time in their respective careers, Daniel Blancas and Raul Salomon go the 10-round distance. But I have a feeling Salomon is not going to be happy about the judges' scorecards. In the last 5 rounds, Daniel Blancas averaged 88 punches around. That's David Benavidez' numbers.
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're in that gym, you have no choice but to work hard. And you got to see the dividends of that tonight. Just great gas tank. He's shown it twice, been 8 rounds twice in Vegas. Now he's finally got that 10-rounder under his belt, and he's starting to become a little bit of a name at 168 in his gloves. He's going for it.
Does Daniel Blancas remain undefeated as we all believe? The man with the answer is Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges Kermit Bayless and Max DeLuca both see it 99-91, and Judge Eric Cheek sees it 100-90. All 3 judges in agreement for your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Daniel, the Iceman Blancas.
A lot to like about Daniel Iceman Blancas as he improves to 15-0 on this Cinco de Mayo weekend.